Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another reading, and we are in the midweek reading heading towards March, which is going to be a very interesting month. So many retrogrades, so many eclipses, two retrogrades. We do have new moon, Pisces new moon literally happening in 2 days. So I have my cards here. Let's see what we're getting. These astrological changes will impact a lot of people, especially if you are more sensitive to the lunar cycles. These tend to be quite a key. And if you feel like you're having sleepless nights, if you're feeling like more anxious than normal, this is, which has just come out of like nowhere. It's often linked to this new moon. So let's have a look. Oh, that jumped out straight away. Beautiful. We have the Star card. You're shining brightly right now. You truly are. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've seen the planet Venus in the sky. It's been visible quite a lot recently. And yeah, it's just been really nice to like just look up at the sky when it's not cloudy and gaze towards the planets. We've been able to see quite a few planets this year. I know a couple of weeks ago there was a big planetary alignment as well happening, and which I thought was very cool. I loved just stargazing, and yeah, but we do get the Star card here, which indicates basically this is like, in short terms, main character energy. You're being kind of recognized or seen as a star. Perhaps you're doing more events or something like that. Maybe you're in a public speaking persona in a way. You're doing some like public events. Maybe you're getting recognized more for who you are, for what skills that you bring to the table. Yeah, you're just being generally more recognized. Whether that is online, in your personal presence or something like that. It's really helping you dive deep into certain fears of yours, which previously you had but they don't exist anymore. Maybe it was a fear of being seen, fear of being recognized for the skill sets that you have, but now you actually are being seen for all of those things and you are proud of it. The difference before may have been that you were shy in showcasing yourself with those skills. Perhaps you hadn't fully accepted all parts of yourself, but now you have, and now the way you show up is very magnetic and charismatic. And this is what this is exactly what the Star card is about. It's about showing as your authentic, magnetic and charismatic self, which is now backed up by skills that you have gained over the past years. It's truly a moment to be celebrated. So do take this moment to celebrate yourself, or this week, or however long, just do take it to celebrate. The High Priestess. Okay, so the High Priestess card often indicates this deep connection, especially you can see here that the crown chakra is open. Deep connection to the spiritual realm. You're gaining downloads. You're getting ideas. You're actually growing spiritually so much. Each fear of yours is being targeted and actually really being transmuted. So depends on like what kind of businesses you're in, right? If you have a business, but business, I read somewhere that entrepreneurship or starting your own business is actually quite a bit of a fast track towards your spiritual growth. And that's because you're hitting, everything is in your control, so you're hitting a lot of triggers of yours, more so, and also your fears, your limiting beliefs. Everything is coming up to the surface and you have no choice but to address them. And that's because in a job you can hide still, right? But in when you're in entrepreneurship, you can't hide from them because you are sometimes the product, especially if you're in a coaching healing business, or somewhere where you're the one who's leading the show basically, or yeah, that's a unique message I get there. But I also get that there's been, especially now that we are in Pisces season, you are going to get a lot of spiritual downloads. Even your third eye, as you can see here. I don't know if it will show actually. You can see a bit that bright kind of like dot on the forehead, like a little bindi actually. It's like a third eye. Third eye connection for your third eye. Oh, I even get the message perhaps you're balancing your chakras by opening your crown chakra and connecting to the spiritual realm to gain answers. Which chakras are not aligned? Which chakras do you feel like are not aligned? If you're not sure, reach out to me. This is where I can help in terms of determining through Reiki healing what chakra may need a bit more help. Perhaps it's not necessarily what you thought it was, right? I was talking to someone the other day, and I won't mention their names, but we made quite an interesting discovery. Say, a client of mine had persistent cough, right? A cough that has been consistent, and she takes like asthma inhalers, and she's been using those, yes, and they help a bit, but the cough just doesn't go away. So we've been looking at it together, like, what is going on? What is it associated with? Again, I mentioned it in my previous video in case you didn't check how to determine what chakra is your dis-ease or your ailment in your body linked to. And so we were looking at this, and it turns out cough is linked to your heart chakra. It's actually more about self-love, which I actually thought was more to do with your throat chakra, but it can be. But some of the signs and some of the other symptoms that she has as well are linked very much to heart chakra being blocked. So what do you do in that situation with persistent cough and stuff? Again, not a medical doctor. I'm saying, do see doctors. It's when you have a chronic issue and you don't know why it's happening, and doctors give you antibiotics and all these, solutions, and you're working on them just through antibiotics. Or even maybe you've looked at some herbal solutions, homeopathy or Ayurvedic solutions, and they may help, but there's always a root cause behind your imbalance in the body. The root cause it requires actually quite a bit of digging, and that digging could lead you to your childhood stuff. And I know this is going to be some heavy work for some people, and that's why it's ideal that you don't do it alone. It's ideal to do it with someone who can actually help you uncover what is going on, so that you can actually pull the root cause out and, actually fully extract the meaning behind whatever either your emotion is telling you, or just generally your body. What is your body actually showing to you, right? And after you do this, you will start to feel lighter and lighter. Things will change, and there will be no need for that persistent cough to be there. Persistent cough, from Louise Hay's book, it mentions it's also about, people not listening to you or seeing to you. So you're kind of like, your body is coughing that you have such a deep desire to be seen and heard, and when you're not seen and heard in, your day-to-day life, it's actually being stored as grief. It's grief that you are not being seen and recognized for who you are, the magnificent person that you are, the star that you are. And since you're not being recognized, it feels like such an injustice to ourselves, right? It feels like such an injustice to ourselves. This is why following your purpose and actually moving towards a career, or just even doing certain projects in your life which feel really aligned, are necessary, not just for your not just so that they bring you joy, but also your health may be linked to it. As soon as you do something a lot more with love, it truly heals you. And and that's what I would recommend to you to do. That if you don't feel aligned in your career or the things that you do on day to day, whatever takes majority of your day, it's really time to create that plan for the next thing. And maybe you don't know what that looks like. Maybe you don't know what I want to do next. How can I just switch? This is where a coach comes in. A coach can actually help you with your transition, help you determine what your values are. What exactly is it that you are naturally good at? Where do you feel the most joy in your life? What would you actually like to do? You know? And often we limit ourselves, like, what about money and all those things? And that's true. I understand money is a big factor. But I do encourage you to get clarity whilst working at the job. There's no need to quit right now. Whilst working at your job, start creating a plan of what the next thing may look like, especially if your health is getting worse. Especially if your health is getting worse. And if this is something you feel like, gosh, I don't even know where to start, reach out to me. This is exactly what I do. I offer Reiki, I offer tarot readings and transformational coaching sessions where we basically look at everything that is blocking you. Where is the block? And uncover these things. And once you start uncovering it, the doors would open. I can't even begin to tell you the times where I worried about money and money just appeared. And it's not magic, it's because I had done the clearing. I had done clearing in terms of, okay, this thing is not working, I need to switch my strategy this way. When this thing is not working, I need to switch that way. And that, following those intuitive nudges and actually combining that with my skill set, is exactly what you would need. And money will follow. I promise that. Money will follow. There's no need to quit your job straight away though. Just get a plan together, and then truly allow yourself to dive deep into what brings you joy, what truly brings you joy. Maybe you're even scared to think about it because you think it's not necessarily possible, because you don't really see people around you in your circle who are doing it. I had that. People around me weren't doing exactly where I was heading, and that limited me quite a lot. And I think that's why it took longer on my path, when it didn't need to take longer, as long as it did. And I can see that now. You know, that path could have been changed a lot sooner. But it is your path. We can't control the timing, so there's no point in looking back and thinking, oh, I could have done sooner. But I would recommend to create a plan. So let's see what else we get. What else is coming up this week? What about this new moon? What is it going to show us? Oh wow, okay. I'm gonna just move this down because I just realized you couldn't see me shuffle. Yep, I expected this. Okay. 10 of Wands, someone's going to be packing their bags or leaving a certain situation, or at least creating a plan to leave a certain situation. The Tower, changes are coming. Changes are coming. This could be in any situation. This doesn't need to be in your work, career situation only. This could be love. This could be, this could be in love situation as well, if that resonates more with you. Ace of Wands, beginning of your Wands is all about energy, entrepreneurship, passion, things that light you up. It's the beginning of that journey. The beginning of that journey is going to come exactly after this Tower moment. Whilst it may feel scary about this Tower moment, you know, things changing and perhaps this leaving things behind, what I can tell you is it may be scary in the moment, but you will be always protected. And the other message I get is, if you feel at any point like, I feel really scared, I don't know how to navigate this, call upon your angels, the universe, ask for help out loud. Actually, literally ask for help, like, you know, angels, guides, your spirit team, the universe, whoever you believe in. I'm finding this really scary. Admit to yourself, I'm finding this really scary and I could really use your help right now. And the help will arrive, and the help may arrive in the form of a person who is also perhaps going through that stuff. Maybe you'll come across a video, maybe you'll come across a coach, maybe you'll come across another another person who's just going to be exactly the right person to guide you, or you'll meet someone, or you'll be guided towards a group maybe who are going to help you in this transition, especially if you're alone. Right, I just had a pull to have a look at my crystals. I have all these crystals here, so I'm going to see which one I get. I'm going to just... Oh, okay. I believe this is the red jasper. A strong protection gemstone. It helps balance the emotional energy in the body. Yeah, this is the red jasper. Okay. Yeah, this is more to do with... this has just clicked a message for me in my personal life, and it's actually just unlocked something quite big in my life. I love when that happens. Maybe I'll share that story one day. But ultimately, this is a protection gemstone. So if at any point you're feeling scary, you're feeling like, what if I leave this situation and perhaps someone's going to come and, like, you know, not get me, but they might be angry. And if you feel like scared about people being angry at you, or, you know, you feel like there's a fear that someone may try and get to you. This happens a lot in relationships, and I, you know, often, you know, when one person in a relationship wants to leave and the other person, you know, is going to get angry, like, you may delay that, what's the word, like leaving that situation, right? Or but the other person may get angry. You're afraid of their reaction. And in certain situations, especially if you feel like it may lead into some sort of a, you know, physical altercation or anything like that, yeah, you do have protection. But this is where you do want to have help on your side as well. Do get help in terms of, like, maybe telling people, other people that you know, that this is something you're going through, or yeah, this may be for someone very specific, that you're worried about the reaction so much that it has stopped you for a very long time in taking this action, whatever situation you're in. Yeah, you're worried about leaving someone behind and them coming after you or something like that. And if you are worried about that, this is not for everyone, by the way, this message is for someone specific. If you are worried about that, this is where, yeah, you're going to need a team of people around you, whether that's your family or people that you know, that who are just going to be there to help you. Maybe even doing it in some sort of a public space might be better. Yeah, but you are always protected. Remember this. Okay, let's get a couple of cards. I do have this deck, which is all about animal deck that I have here. So let's see what animal deck. Oh, we have this badger here. Right, let's see what comes up. Raven. I literally saw a raven yesterday, and a bear. Wow. Signs and omens are constantly appearing to guide you, so be alert to their presence. You are more powerful than you think. Stand tall and speak your truth without blame, shame, or judgment. With the help of spirit, I manifest whatever I need. Remember, you do have help. Bear. The creative project that has been on your mind will come to fruition following a period of gestation. You're being called to provide strong and decisive leadership for your family or community, so step into that role with courage and clarity. Your affirmation is, I am powerful, and set clear boundaries whenever and wherever needed. I'm not going to provide an interpretation of that because I think this message will resonate with a lot of you. A lot of you are going to be called into stepping into your power. And setting boundaries. Setting boundaries is going to be a big one. If you feel called to really learn about how to set boundaries, you know, in specific situations, again, this is something I do help with. I am a self-defense instructor. And I led a lot of workshops, you know, in the last couple of years. And yeah, that's truly been a part of my life that or tools that I've gained through martial arts and in self-defense instructions that I am now leading through that, and I help women feel empowered through those tools in their daily lives. So yeah, maybe that's why I got the message about the protection one here as well. Interesting, I've never had that one before. Right, let's get last couple of messages. Okay, 2 cards. Intention and change. Intention. Intention is simply allowing the will and the mind to align and move in harmony. May I always focus on the highest. My intention is that all God's wishes for me come true. Butterflies. We're getting a lot of signs and synchronicities here, aren't we? Lots of animals and birds and butterflies, you know, are kind of showing up. So maybe, so again, another butterfly. That means something to someone. Don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. All you need is that one next action. You can say to love, just show me the first step and change me into who can take it. Yeah, something big one, especially for someone who's leaving a certain situation. You're feeling like, well, how am I going to work out finances? How am I going to work out living situation? How am I going to work out this and that? You know? And I've often found when I took one step in the past towards where I was being truly guided to, the rest of the steps just opened up. Yeah. And it's the same in this case for you as well. Things are just going to open up. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I get. Okay. I feel complete. I hope this reading has helped you. Any other questions, or if you would like help with something, do reach out to me. Otherwise, do share your stories in the comments below. I love hearing from people, and I will help out in any way possible if I can find solutions. And I hope this reading has helped you, and I hope you have a nice week. I'll see you on Sunday's reading.